Some of you have seen me here with Toofy a lot. Yeah, he's a draw for cat people, but he's crying a lot. I've said it before, he's probably not long for this world, so I snuggle him as much as I can because that seems to be what he wants. He wants to snuggle and he wants attention. But that's not why I'm making this video today. I wanted to talk to you today about how you feel about the way God is moving today. Because, God moves in different ways at different times and in different seasons. There have been a lot of revivals and such over the years. If we go back, let's just go back to the 1500s. We had the Protestant renewal or the Reformation. And then we had the Great Awakenings. We had the Holiness movement, the Pentecostal movement. You had the Azusa Street revival. You had the healing revivals. You had the Jesus People movement. You had the Charismatic renewal. You have the evangelism under Billy Graham. You have the Toronto Blessing and the Brownsville revivals and whatever it is God's doing in the 2000s. And it's a different thing. With each one of these revivals, God is moving in a different way. Well, how do we feel about that? Now, I came to know the Lord under the Jesus People movement and the Charismatic renewal. And yeah, I enjoyed the Toronto Blessing and the Brownsville revival and what was going on at that time. Now God's doing something different. And how do we feel about that? How should we feel? I think we should rejoice in whatever God is doing. What brought this up is I was reading in the book of Ezra today, and this is when Cyrus released the people from Babylon to come back to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple. And they laid the foundation, and this is what happened. All the people gave a great shout, praising the Lord, because the foundation of the Lord's temple had been laid. But many of the older priests, Levites, and other leaders who had seen the first temple wept aloud when they saw the new temple's foundation. Because the new temple wasn't going to be as elaborate and as wonderful as the old temple was. The others, the young people, they're shouting for joy. And the joyful shouting and the weeping mingled together in a loud noise that could be heard far in the distance. So you see, some people were rejoicing because the temple was being built, and some people were sad because it wasn't like the old temple. But God used the new temple as well as the old temple. God uses the new movements as much as he used the old movement. So let's rejoice with what God is doing today. And let's pray for what God is doing today. Pray that God continues to move in this land and in the whole world, because we need a move of God every day, every year, every century.